Welcome.
We are back. Welcome back to the Free Gems podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, Free Gems,
We got
baby.
GG's here.
Yeah.
K-Sen goes across the room. You know what I'm saying? I just barely made it. You know what I mean? But
You
we're here.
sleepwalked into this bitch.
Yo, bro, I walked into this bitch, and listen, I'm back. I'm coming to life. As soon as them claps go off, my head goes off. I'm back outside.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah,
Listen, man.
we back.
We're not recording on our regular days, Wednesdays. It's motherfucking Monday. You know what I'm saying? And
It's new
the
start,
weekend's over.
new week.
We just had a week of straight Armageddon. I don't know what the fuck was going on outside, but that rain
That rain was crazy.
fucking killed me, bro. Yo,
It was like 4 days of monsoon.
bro. When I tell you I was stressed out, bro, like, oh my god.
Listen, when I tell you I was about to start building a moat, you feel me? 40 days, 40 nights was coming.
Yo,
Like-
bro, word. You would have thought you didn't know there was arc out there. When I tell you, like, bro, I had to literally cancel my son. Lego's birthday, went out to the beach. When I tell you, I was out there for about 40 minutes before all we saw was lightning from the heavens.
Yo, listen.
That was not regular lightning.
You ain't check Al Roker? You
I
ain't
did,
check the
bro.
weather?
That's the thing. They told me it was gonna start raining around 4 or 5 o'clock. Cap. Motherfuckers got out there around 1. It started thundering.
Thunder by the gods.
It wasn't even thunder. Fuck that. It was the lightning, bro. It looked like God was mad at us personally, bro. The way that lightning was striking, hitting the ground, that shit looked crazy. I'm like, we gotta go.
Oh, yeah, we go.
It didn't even rain for another 40 minutes after that.
Oh, yeah,
So I'm
yeah.
like, oh yeah, this shit is not it. Like, anyway, you know what I'm saying? Thank goodness we see some sunlight. It's the end of summer. I don't know if people realize that, but it's no longer like hot outside at nighttime.
Nah.
Last night, freezing. Fuck that. It's no longer drop top weather. It's no longer none of that. If you don't have heat in the car, go the fuck back inside,
Honestly,
bro.
time flies. It's already like almost mid.
It's already 2025. Congratulations, yo. Happy New Year's. You know what I mean? Like, Happy New Year's.
Honestly, at this point, I'm gonna turn around. It's gonna be Halloween.
I was about to say, it's about to be Thanksgiving. But on the bright side, football is afoot.
Yes, yeah, it is football season.
Football is
season's
afoot.
on,
And when I tell you, I'm about to listen. I'm excited to go watch some Rutgers
Yeah.
games. I'm excited to go watch some
Yeah,
professional games.
all that. Yeah.
Where
College
my
games.
young boy might be a true freshman starter. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Kaji. But yeah. Listen,
Yeah, I'm excited
Football
for all
is
that.
afoot.
Football season. Is
okay. I don't know if you saw my son Justin Fields. Ass. It's over.
afoot. Nah. He
Ass.
passed. Nah.
2 fumbles.
Nah.
Bro played like fucking 20 snaps. What the fuck? Had like 4 potential fucking turnovers.
Listen. This gotta get that together. I ain't. Justin Fields will be alright. I think he
Nah,
gonna
he's
end up being a
garbage.
starter.
He
Nah,
gotta
you're
go.
bugging. You're bugging.
The
You're
thing
bugging.
is funny too, because we went to a Steelers game versus the Bears, and Justin Fields actually balled out.
Yeah, he did.
That's not what's going on right now, though.
Nah.
He's trash.
I'm telling you.
I don't know, man. I don't got no faith.
I have a lot of faith in him.
I have no faith.
He ended the
In Russ,
season
I
really
trust
well.
though. In Russ, I trust.
He ended the season really well.
As long as Russ is like 60% of the rest of us that we remember, Steelers will be fine. You know what I mean?
We'll see. They got a lot of firepower. We got this Ayuk thing has got to come to wraps because we were supposed to get Ayuk for the past week and a half.
Yeah, I did hear that. He vetoed fucking going to the Browns. Like shout out to Brandon Ayuk. Listen, Brandon Ayuk might be like the most underrated receiver in the league. Like,
yo,
high key.
he's route running. He's crazy.
Yeah, between him and T Higgins, big ass, like them motherfuckers is
Yeah.
underrated like a motherfucker. You know?
Come on, Ayuk. You know, come
Listen,
on.
if Ayuk kind of Steelers, that shit cool, but I don't think we even need him to be honest with you. Like between
But
George
him and
Pickens,
Jorge on the other side, man.
that's what I'm saying.
I'm
George
different.
Pickens is a dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if we have enough distribution of the ball with the way our running game is. Like,
That's
even
okay.
get
That's
Ayuk
okay.
in. He don't want to go from being who he is right now to less receptions. He was already like fighting for
Well,
for.
He named this. He wants to play for Mike Tomlin. So
I mean, they
that's
look
what he
like
said.
twins.
Nah, they do.
So it
That
makes
looks like his
sense.
son. That did look like his son. In other sports news, did you see the Olympics ended? The closing ceremony just happened?
Nah, I didn't even know that.
Unfortunately.
The closing ceremony.
Yeah.
That means it's over.
Yeah.
How that fast?
It's 2 weeks. Well, yeah.
Damn, that fast.
Yeah. Olympics is over,
the fuck?
unfortunately.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, we tied China for the most golds, but we beat everybody and everything else.
Yeah, sheer dominance, you know what I'm saying? Which is why everybody hates us, but it's okay, you know,
Yeah.
because honestly, listen,
I hate us too.
watched that men's, I watched the basketball game, and when I tell you,
listen.
that shit was a movie.
Before, I just want to say shout out to France, men's basketball team and women's basketball team. Because if you ask me, both of those games was wins.
Yeah.
No, like both those games was wins. Like the men, yo, Steph Curry, yo,
Bro,
bro.
when I tell you that was a historical ass fucking game, bro.
Hell yeah, that game
my
was
boy
crazy.
Steph had what was it? I think he had 27 points.
Bro, he had
Oh,
4 threes until like the last 2 minutes.
That's 2 minutes 30
Last
seconds.
2:10.
Yeah, but listen, he had 27 points, all threes.
Yeah.
Like, yo, bro, he's the cheat code, bro.
Nah, he really.
Yo, bro, he is the cheat code.
And man, beautiful man. I don't know if we're ever gonna see the Avengers. We probably never see the Avengers on the same floor again.
Yo, we definitely gonna see that,
Katie,
bro.
Steph, and Braun. Like,
The next Olympus is what, 2028? Everybody that all the veterans on that team was like 35 plus.
yeah, they're
We
both.
sure
yeah.
as hell ain't seeing none of them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Maybe LeBron.
Yeah,
LeBron
LeBron
liable at 43 to go back,
Yeah.
come back to the Olympics. I'm not
He
gonna hold you.
is liable. He
Just to be the first motherfucker with whatever. However many Olympic golds he has at this point.
Nah, he is. Nah, he shout out to the Team USA though, and the women's had me scared too. The women's had me scared. That game was crazy. We thought. Listen, after the men's game, it was like, all right, France, you almost had us, but the women about to put you on the wood. No, bro.
I heard.
That game stressed me out. Stressed me out. I'm like, yo, they had like 22, 24 at half. They had 18 turnovers in total. I'm like, yo, what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? And the rotations, don't even get me started with the rotation. They had me stressed. But shout out to FIBA because, like, unfortunately, we're going to have to go back to watching NBA basketball.
Yeah.
Where everybody's flopping every 2 minutes. When the last 2 minutes, it's going to last 35 minutes with all the foul calls and everything. And analytics ball. And unfortunately, we got to go back to that. Because FIBA was great. It was great. It was great. And now we got to go back to the NBA game. But shout out to the NBA men's and women's team. Bring home the gold.
Yeah, nah. Shout out to France. Shout out to Serbia. All the good teams. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
shout out to them Serbs, man. Shout out to them
Serbians is
Serbs.
giving us a run for our money. But listen, Wembanyama has won me over. I'm not gonna lie. Wemby,
Bro,
that boy?
he might be the GOAT. He might be the GOAT, bro.
Yo, bro, at
He's
7'5", playing like a god.
He's
Wemby
different.
might be the craziest thing we've ever seen.
I know, literally.
And it's crazy because I feel like we say that every like 5-10 years.
Nah,
but
that's
Wemby
literally-
might be an alien.
That's
bro.
literally Gumby. That's
Like,
literally Gumby.
where the fuck did they find this 7'5" alien, bro? And it's crazy because you watch him on the court and he's standing next to LeBron and he's fucking towering LeBron,
Yeah.
and it blows your mind because he's half his fucking width.
Yeah.
He's literally like a fucking stick figure, and he's 7'5", 7'5" with a tape up.
Towering over KD too.
Yo, bro, he's standing next to Rudy Gobert, and he's towering Rudy Gobert. It's like, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
Like,
Yo, it's insane to think that.
He's up next. He's
Bro,
up next.
he's not even 21.
And speaking of, Rudy Gobert shafted him for Defensive Player of the Year, but Wemby might get that like 7 years running. I ain't gonna lie. Next 7 years, like nobody.
Averaging 4 blocks per game, like, bro, Wemby is scary, bro. And watching that Olympic game, the gold medal game, where them last couple minutes, bro, the ball was in Wemby's hand. They were like, yo, France was like, yo, here, take us home.
This 20-year-old kid.
He had a couple shots to keep the game within 6.
He did. He had that point three from top of the
Yeah,
kid.
to answer back the steps, but then Steph bro.
started cheating.
And it was just crazy because, like, you know who's getting the ball. You know who we want to get the ball. I think even France wanted Steph to get the ball. They were like, yo, fuck it, let's go. And then he just starts going.
I'm like, oh my God.
He just starts chucking threes.
Nah.
He goes 4 for 4 on some Wendy shit in the last 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And you're like, bro, what is happening?
Yeah, nah, he
it
did
looked
that.
like, and then the last 3 really was disrespectful.
Oh,
over
dude.
two 6'10" guys, right? No, he didn't even set his feet, nothing. He just sidesteps, chuck it, Steph from 3. Like, yo, bro, Steph's really disrespectful.
He's really different. Really, we've never seen anything like him.
Bro, and it was exactly what we wanted, bro. And it's beautiful to see, like, the electricity that Steph provides,
Yes.
bro. Like, it really
Like,
is
the
different,
spark,
bro.
yo, different.
He took
Like,
the 3-point shot into a fucking
That's what I'm-
360 windmill
Yo,
dunk.
literally, yes.
It
Yes,
just
yes.
takes everything from a team.
Yes.
And then when you
Everything.
go 4 for 4,
And when you
and
have
you're
somebody,
you're trying to play catch up.
if you have somebody like that, you either A, in a close game, never out of it, or B, in a close game, could decide it in like 2 minutes. Like it could go
get
either
nasty,
way.
right?
That's
it
what I'm
can go
saying.
from a 4-point game to a 12-point game in a matter of 3 shots.
Literally. So I mean, man, we gotta appreciate greatness, man. Because I'm like, damn, I don't know if we'll ever see that. Like, like that. It was crazy. Like
that was
with
wild,
the heavy
bro.
hitters.
Now, a lot of people are trying to say, man, Steph might be the greatest point guard of all time. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people who got that argument, even though there's also a lot of people who tell you he's not even a point guard. So it's I don't know.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know, but when it comes to impact on the game, bro, Steph is
oh yeah,
Steph
Mount Rushmore.
single-handedly 101, bro. Like,
Yeah, no,
Mount Rushmore.
absolutely.
I think that's the exact word.
Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
when it comes to the actual
who changed the
changing
game?
of the game,
Yeah, I'll tell you, Steph Curry is.
Steph might be top 1, top 4 on some
Yeah.
like T-Pain, like underrated. Like, don't let it act like he didn't change the entire game.
The entire outlook on the entire way people construct their rosters. Look at analytics.
Yeah.
You know, play by play.
Yeah,
Like,
what they consider a good shot, a bad shot, like
I'll throw that out the window.
all of that shit, bro. It's wild.
20 years ago, chucking the shots that he was chuck up, you getting benched automatically.
Bro, 20 years ago, the best player on your team wouldn't take 5 threes. Steph's taking 5 threes in the first quarter.
No, that's a fact.
And if he hits 2 for 5, we cool with that. That's 40%.
That's what I'm saying. He's shooting 40% career.
Yo, bro.
Off the dribble too. It's not like he can catch and shoot.
And yo, bro.
He gets his own shot.
And that's what's so
That's
crazy
what I'm
too.
saying.
When I really started listening to these basketball analytics, and they explain like the way he's so effective without the ball in their hand, it really changes everything. Like players like him and Kyrie, like the things they could do by just running around, you have to force your defense to pay attention to them. It's fucking insane, bro.
No, it's
like,
it's absolutely insane.
as a football fan who's a majority football fan, like really understanding, like getting a better understanding of basketball every time I feel like I watch a game, I'm like, yo, bro, this is fucking like art. The shit he's doing, it's like, bro, it's unheard of, man. And shout out to Steph. Shout out to KD, even though I hate KD. It's KD.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
but for the Olympics,
but
it's just Team USA shit going on right now. You know what I'm saying?
I can't. And listen, the Slim Reaper was Slim Reaping, and that's the thing. Like, the team's so immensely talented that I feel like everybody had their moment.
Yeah.
You feel me? Everybody.
That was dope too, though.
KD had his moment. Bron had his moment. Steph had his moment. Embiid had his moment.
Yeah.
You feel me? Anthony Davis had his moment.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like everybody had their moments that encapsulated in the championship, the gold medal. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, shout out Team USA men. Shout out to Team USA women. You know what I mean? And yeah, America just gonna keep being America, baby. Woo! America. Speaking on the Olympics, so I wanted to touch on something that's been a hot topic right now in women's gymnastics. The whole debacle with Jordan Childs and the bronze medal. I don't know if you're familiar.
No.
It follow along because it gets intricate. So I have the luxury. I saw it live.
Right.
So I have a subjective view. There's a lot of people who are pouring on their opinions now, but didn't actually watch it. We didn't watch how everything unfolded. So it goes, Jordan Childs is an American. She was actually the last one to go. And it was already decided. The gold and bronze on the gold and silver was already decided. The gold was Rebecca from Brazil. The silver was Simone Biles. The only reason why she got silver, she beat herself. She stepped out of bounds and got deductions. You know what I mean? Like she only loses when she beats herself. Anyway, not the point. So there was 2 Romanian girls that went before Jordan Childs, and the 2 Romanian girls ended up being third place and 4th place, right? But they had a tie score. Their tiebreaker was the difficulty score, and follow me along. So one of the ones that got a deduction was because she stepped out of bounds. But they showed the replay, and she didn't really step out of bounds. So going into Jordan Childs' routine, 3rd and 4th place was Romania. And Jordan Childs did her routine, and after the scorecard said 5th place, right? And then so one of the Romanian girls has the bronze. She's celebrating whatever. And Team USA's coaches, Jordan's coaches, they challenge the score, saying that her difficulty score should have been higher in her routine than it was.
Do that?
Yeah.
Challenge the score.
Yeah, go to replay.
Yeah, so,
they said, wait,
it's a judgment call.
But you didn't properly judge her her difficulty score because it was a different routine. We added some stuff or whatever, and so yeah, you didn't the difficulty score wasn't as high as it should have been. Okay. So they judged her. She was 5th, right? So they said, wait, you got to go back, and I'm not too well versed on how they score stuff in gymnastics or whatever.
Yeah.
But they showed on the replay her doing like some tumble, but like it wasn't really like, if you ask me, it really wasn't anything crazy. Like, and then automatic boom, she got the bronze. And then I'm looking like,
what the fuck?
Yo, that was crazy. Like I'm like, yo, they just shafted Romania. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And you know, everyone was pumping your all black podium and everything, and the Romanians was tight. Long story short, like this happened like a week ago. Like within the next few days or so, Romania challenge or whatever. So there might give Jordan Childs bronze medal back to Romania. Yo. After they it's intricate.
What the fuck?
But now you have a whole bunch of people calling it racism. You feel me?
But wait, what the fuck? Hold on. So now white people are the minorities? What you telling me? What the fuck's going on?
No, I'm saying like all black podium, as in it was Rebecca, who's Brazilian but she's black,
yeah,
and then Simone, and then Jordan Childs. Right. So all black podium. Everyone was.
And they're saying that the judges was only jacking the black gymnasts.
No, but what I'm saying is The gold and silver was already set in stone. You feel me? Then it was just a fight for the bronze.
Yeah.
It looked like Romania was going to get it, and then the U.S. coaches was like review, and then boom, they bumped up Jordan.
Yeah, wow.
To bronze, and now Romania is fighting back like a few days later, and now they might take the bronze away from Jordan. But now everyone's saying how it's racism. You feel me? And I don't see it as racism because I actually watched it.
Yeah.
You feel me? I personally feel like by watching it that Romania should have got it, because I was like, there's no way they bumped her up that score that much for that little tumble. You feel me? Like in watching it, and then I don't know how it factors in with that girl they said stepped out of bounds that got a deduction but didn't really step out. So like, you feel me? There's a lot of moving parts.
Yeah,
but
right.
I'm telling you, there's a whole bunch of people like, oh man, like the Olympics being racist, whatever. They trying to take Jordan's medal away from her. But in reality, like I said, I was able to watch it. I'm looking at it subjectively. I'm like, I don't know if she should have gotten the podium. I ain't even gonna lie, because there's a lot going on, and that's the thing when you're talking about sports when it's in the judges' hands. You know what I mean? Like when you talk about basketball, I mean, yeah, there's officials, who can influence the game, but it's about who scores the most points. Track, it's about who's the fastest.
Right.
There's no
judging.
No, there's no subjectivity there. It's very objective. Whoever crosses first.
Right.
You know what I mean? But
that deserves replay. But that's why when you said replay, I'm like, bro, imagine in boxing if they were like, nah, let's replay the fucking score, and then they go through all the rounds and be like, all right, no, never mind. We want it. Like, what? That's unheard of. Like, I didn't even know they could do that. But I mean, shit.
So I have to say that people like, oh, they're calling out for racism. I can't believe the Olympics. They about to give it to the Romanian girl. Jordan worked so hard. She did work so hard. She had a great routine. But how they scored it at the end, like, I'm like, yo, there's no way she just gave her that bronze medal. I'm like, yo, the Romanians got shafted right there. Like, that was crazy.
Yeah, it is
but
crazy.
Shout out to Jordan. You feel me? Shout out to Team USA. It was a great gymnastics run. They got the all-around gold. Shout out to that. But I don't know if you heard what was going on with the bronze medal. And yeah, bro, it's been like I said, and I feel like a lot of people that didn't even watch the Olympics have an opinion. You feel me? They didn't watch everything and how everything went down.
And they're just so quick to jump out and call it racist.
That's what I'm
just
saying.
Just like we were so quick to call Amin Khalif a man. It's like, all
but
right.
you feel me? And I'm all for my people. You feel me? And when I say it, I'm gonna say something.
Yeah. Listen, if Kamal saying it's not racist, it ain't racist. I promise.
You're like, you feel me? Like,
he's the first one that's gonna make sure we go put this shit out.
Like I'm looking at it very objectively. I've watched it unfold, and I'm like, they just took that away from Romania like that?
Yeah, that's fucked up too, because we're talking about once in a lifetime opportunity for people who this is their only time to shine and get the eyes put on them. You know what I'm saying? Even though gymnastics, like track, is one of the only Olympic sports where like there's a yearly event that allows these people to compete and get their shine on a global scale.
But they have the world, because it's not the Olympics.
Yeah, we don't hear about it because it's not the Olympics. The Olympics only comes around once every 4 years, which is, you know what I'm saying, the average athlete that's in the Olympics might get 2 or 3 shots before they're too old, or before they're out of their prime.
Literally.
So it's fucked up for anybody who gets slighted in an unfair way, but It's fucked up because it is what it is.
And not only that, like it's about moments. Like you okay, first the Romanian girl, she has the bronze, like she's hype. You feel me?
Yeah.
And then you take that away.
That's what
and then you know what I mean. And then now Jordan. It has the pictures on the podium, you know what I mean, and you might take that, you know what I mean. And Romanian girl who actually was supposed to doesn't have those moments, or Jordan didn't have that, like, you know what I mean. It's about certain moments, you know what I mean.
It's really fucked up too when you think about the fact that they're severely underpaid. They're basically not getting paid. If you're not one of the top 5-10 athletes, not in that specific sport, in general in the Olympics, you're probably you're probably not getting 6 figures a year for what you're doing.
You working three jobs just to go to the Olympics. I'm glad you brought that up. I want to give a big shout out to Flavor Flav.
Yo, what the fuck is Flavor Flav doing at the Olympics, son?
See, but you don't know. Flavor Flav sponsored the women's water polo team to go to the Olympics because a lot of them wasn't making any money. They had to take 2 or 3 jobs in order to pay and fund to go into the Olympics.
How fucked up do you got to be financially? Where Flavor Flav is the fucking one that helps you, keeps your team afloat.
And so he literally
shout out to Flavor Flav.
That's what I'm saying. Shout out to people don't even know that.
Shout out to Public Enemy. Yeah,
shout out to Flavor Flav. He was the one who sponsored the women's Olympic polo team.
You can never underestimate crackheads.
Yo,
son, that shit is amazing, son. That's dope though. Like for real. But jokes aside, that's really dope.
But you listen, you got to realize, like,
wow, that makes so much sense why he was down on ESPN. I'm like,
because he sponsored the women's water polo team.
Dope.
But you have to realize, like, okay, imagine being an Olympic athlete. Imagine being an Olympian, and you have to take 2 or 3 jobs in order to fund your dream of going to the Olympics. And guess what? This is in America. Imagine all these other countries, all these other people who can't afford the opportunity to go to the Olympics, that have the talent, that have the wherewithal, don't have the facilities to be able to make their dreams come true. They were doing like this little documentary about one of the swimmers, one of the Olympic swimmers, his day-to-day life and stuff, how he he works a regular job and everything. And it was just funny, like, yo, bro, this is an Olympian here talking about his 9 a.m. work meeting. You feel me?
Yeah, that's
you know what I mean. Like it's just crazy to think about. But yeah, shout out to Flavor Flav. I'm glad you brought that up because he really.
And I was looking at shout out to Carlos Yulo. I had to do my little Googles real quick. Carlos Yulo, the Filipino.
Yes, the first Filipinos.
First Filipino gold medal. Yeah, and their second medal ever in the country's history. Shout out to my Pacific Islander brothers. You know what I'm saying? He so I'm specific because you were just talking about how severely underpaid they are. So the Philippines actually made sure to throw him a little check. You know what I'm saying? They threw him he has crazy. They gave him free health benefits for the rest of his life, and they gave him a condo, and they gave him a property. I think in total they were worth about $500,000 in total, both things together. And they gave him
cash.
They gave him another $50,000 in cash. And if you don't know, in the Philippines, 50,000 is like 50 million. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? All jokes aside, bro, the Philippines, bro, their struggle, their story is something that definitely needs the light shined on them. You know what I'm saying? So it was dope when I seen that the Philippines made sure that they stepped out their way to, they came together as a country collectively. There's an organization, I forget the exact name of them, but it wasn't just the country, but there's it wasn't just the government. There was
yes, I did hear about that.
There was a lot of support towards making sure that he's financially compensated for representing his country
for
and
winning a gold medal. I think that was the first ever Olympic gold medal.
Yeah, that was the gold. Yeah, first Olympic gold. There was the second medal period in their history.
And shout out to the Philippines and shout out to him and. A lot of what these athletes are literally heroes.
Yeah, no,
to their nations. Exactly, you know what I mean?
Bro,
Literally,
when it comes, if you want to talk about trenches, poverty, you want to tell your brother the story of the Philippines, bro, and how they've been destroyed and how they've been conquered and taken over, and yet they still have these all-time great athletes. You got people like Manny Pacquiao, who literally with his fist fought his way into the hearts and into the households across the world. Fuck the country,
literally,
fuck America, across the entire world. To make hundreds of millions of dollars to be able to, bro. Manny Pacquiao was like president. Like, what the fuck is going on?
That's what like some of these people, like literally,
bro, he literally fought his way into government with his bare hands. Like, you got to wonder, like, what kind of country are you dealing with where you can fight your way into the government? Like, it's that, like, I don't even know how to explain it, but it just put it like that. Imagine if our president was a professional boxer, son. What the fuck does that mean? Like,
I like the Olympics in general because it puts it shines light on people who or countries who might never had the light shine on them, and a lot of these people, they're literally heroes in their nations, and I like that the camaraderie of the Olympics and the fact that it gives people that platform and able to do that. Speaking of, did you hear the drama and everything that's going on with track and Noah Lyles?
No, I did not. But what I do want to make sure I say is shout out to Marilady Paulino. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to De Lo Mio Personal.
Oh, yeah,
you know
DR, she got the gold.
Sir, listen,
she had the 400.
Listen,
yeah, I saw that.
Olympic gold medalist. She brought the gold to the crib. You know what I'm saying? Look, Shorty done got her. She won the gold in the 400 meters women's race.
I saw that.
And bro, shout out to De Lo Mio because that shit was dope, man. And her name is as Dominican as it fucking is.
Yeah.
Marilady is crazy, man. Like, bro, Marilady.
He said that is crazy. I seen that.
Look,
I was like, okay, DR, I see you out here. I see DR out here.
More than just baseball, you know what I'm saying? we could do a little more than that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, shout out to her, man. It was dope to see that, you know what I'm saying? And
no, really, I'm telling you, talking about people putting
putting countries on the map, man. It's really dope because there's a global scale. You know how many countries how many people never heard of Dominican Republic? When then you see Marilady going crazy, you know what I'm saying? Get the gold, like that's dope, man. Just like Shorty from St. Lucia, Julian.
Heron, I think.
I can't remember right now.
I don't want disrespect. First ever St. Lucian medal.
Yeah, and period. And she went to got gold. So it's dope, man. You get to really see these people, and hopefully they get compensated because I want to see their financial situation get better. But Noah Lyles in the track. Explain to me because I did hear there was a major failure in the 4x4 team. The fact that they lost.
That was the 4x1.
4x1 team.
See,
I don't even know my track events.
What they do? Which after every Olympics they seem like they drop the baton. Every Olympics they seem like they drop the baton.
Yeah.
But going back to Noah Lyles, so he won the gold in the 100 by like literally like a hair, but like, literally like a chest.
Yeah, I remember that.
And he's a 200. 200 is his race.
Well, okay.
He's more of a 200 runner, and he's very flamboyant, arrogant, or whatever the case. And he ended up third in the 200. Shout out to Botswana, feel me? Botswana, he was cooking. And all in all, at the end of the day, he came out and said he had COVID after the fact.
Yeah, I did hear he had a fever.
And then, but I did see the fact that he wore a mask like pre-run, but when they announce your name, you all jumping around like a madman, like a fool.
Hey,
but when you lose, you look like Paul Pierce coming out in a wheelchair. You feel me?
But you know what it is? That adrenaline at the time, bro. That shit crazy. Like when you got that adrenaline pumping,
everyone's like,
I got a couple minutes of this energy before I fucking feel like I'm about to faint for sure. I've been there.
And he definitely ran a time that's not as fast as he normally runs, but it just like everyone's like, oh, of course, now you got COVID
afterwards, yeah.
And then not only did and so for people that don't know, Noah Lyles it has not been well liked in general as far as when it comes to Americans. And did you hear what's going on with him and Adidas?
No.
What happened with him and Adidas? So he was looking to renew the sponsorship with Adidas or whatever. Mm-hmm. And they invited him to the unveiling of Anthony Edwards, who's also Adidas.
Right, yeah.
And Noah Lyles felt like it was disrespectful. He was like, how are you going to invite me to a guy who's never been to the championship, who's never been to an NBA championship? And he took it as disrespect. You feel me? And he's just a guy who's always making headlines and always got an opinion on stuff, and a lot of people he's not really well liked by a lot of people, but he felt it was disrespectful that they invited him to the Anthony Edwards premiere, he was like, why didn't he get a contract, or why did he get an extension? Or maybe they were leading up to that. Maybe they were leading up, come to the event and we'll talk business. But he felt it was disrespectful in order to the fact that they would even ask him to go to somebody he's never been to a championship. He had a great year. No disrespect to Anthony Edwards, but he's somebody who's never been in a championship. But he's 22 years old. You know what I mean?
I mean, when I think about it though, I feel like low key, this really doesn't have so much to do with that with that sentiment. But do you think Noah Lyles is more influential or Anthony Edwards right now? I feel like low key Noah Lyles might be more influential just off the strength of like he might be a bigger name for now.
No, I would.
You think more kids look up to Anthony Edwards than kids that look up?
I would say.
Think about it globally though. I feel like globally Noah Lyles would be a bigger name for right now. Being that Anthony Edwards really just took off. Not saying that he's in the right.
Yeah.
That figure's out of pocket. But when I think about it, like Noah Lyles been buzzing for.
Yeah, and hey, he has the title of the fastest man.
I'm about to say, right, and it's a sport where it's just him. It ain't a team. It ain't, what'd your team do? It's not judged on that, and he's won before. He has the medals. He has the chips.
But you got to realize, when you're competing with a sport that's a lot more popular, has a lot more name, that makes a lot more money.
But I feel like, is basketball as popular as track? Or
we talking about America.
Exactly. Just in America, I feel like. I don't know. Actually,
I'm just thinking,
if you think overall, broad, grand scale, who's the bigger athlete name-wise right now?
Probably Noah.
If you take away the last 3 months, I feel like it's definitely Noah. If you take away the last 3 to 4 months of what Anthony Edwards put on the last 3 to 4 months, Noah is way bigger.
Globally, yes. But if we're talking in America, it's.
Basketball holds reigns king for sure.
That's what I'm saying.
Compared to track,
that's what I'm saying.
There's levels.
As far as ratings, as far as sponsorships, as far as revenue, as far as
and there's a reason why Adidas renewed his contract and not Noah's. Damn.
And I'm who's to say they weren't gonna or they're not going to renew Noah's?
That's
but
true,
he just felt like it was disrespectful.
Yeah, he was like,
and playing devil's advocate, I'm the fastest man in the world. You know what I mean? This guy, is he top 5? No, he's not top 5.
He might have just had one good year, Gabe.
You feel me?
He might not be shit next year.
But
you never know.
It's just the whole sentiment. I feel like sometimes he can rub people the wrong way.
Yeah.
With his antics and everything. Great, amazing athlete.
Listen, don't let me get the title of fastest man in the world. I'm talking my shit too. Like what? How long you niggas want to race?
Franks.
Yeah, like what? I'm like that. What are you talking about? I'm the greatest ever at my sport. What are you fucking talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, well, for Americans, shout out to Usain Bolt. Ain't nobody gonna ever be Usain Bolt.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, so Usain is different.
Usain he might be president. Yo, bro. Yeah, Usain is a physical specimen, son. When I really think about the fact that he's 6'5", I bet what the fuck is that?
He ran a 19:19 in the 200, bro. I don't think you understand what that means. The winning time.
I want to see him run a 40-yard dash so bad, just to satisfy my craving.
But the thing is, you gotta realize he's probably there's probably a lot of people who can beat him in a 40.
Because he doesn't properly train for it.
No, but the type of athlete he is, he's more top end speed.
He needs that 100 meters to kick up to the speed.
He's more top end speed. Like we were talking about before, he's more top end speed than acceleration.
You would know a lot better than me. That's true.
Like if you watch any of his races in the beginning, he ain't leading, but 50 or 60 meters in, here comes that kick, and ain't nobody. He's like this.
I feel like with the proper training, that motherfucker run a sub 4 second 40. So.
Oh yeah, I think so too. I'm talking about. I think so. But I'm talking about as far as
sub 4 second 40 is fucking wild.
I'm talking about like it's as far as his peers. I feel like his peers are running faster 40 than him.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about regular.
Yeah. I'm thinking you're talking about CJ2K or Burnham in the race. I'm like, I don't know about that.
No. I'm talking about his peers. I'm talking about other track athletes who have a faster 40 than him.
I can see that.
But when it's top end speed, once he gets up to top end speed, there's nobody.
Damn, yeah. I just thought about 40-yard dash is like a 35-meter sprint. It's like really not shit.
40 yards is less than 35 meters.
Yeah, it's right around like 30 to 35. It should be.
I feel like it's
because a meter is only like 3 feet and like a couple inches. It's not too far off from what a yard is. A yard and a meter are very close. They're like a couple inches apart.
Yeah.
Not even a full foot.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's literally like it's literally in indoor they run a 55 instead of 100, like which is crazy.
Yeah, I never understood that shit. I never understood. I don't whatever. I don't even understand how there'd be difference. Like motherfuckers is faster outside than inside. I don't get it.
Yeah, and you know you trained like just like I said, Noah Lyles is a better 200 runner because you know he has better top end speed than his acceleration. That's why when he won the 100, you know at the starting line he was last out the blocks.
Yeah,
but by 80 meters he was the only one that was accelerating through the line. Nobody else was accelerating through the line.
Yeah,
so it's you know you got to run your race and know how to run. Like okay, I know I have great top end speed. I got to hold it. Okay, I know I can't get out the blocks like the person next to me, so I got to make sure that they don't get too distant so I can catch them. You feel me? It's all depending on how people, you know.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the Olympics. I think this is the most I've ever watched the Olympics. You know what I'm saying? Now the Paralympics is coming up. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody competing in the Paralympics.
Shout out to the Paralympics. Shout out to the Special Olympics. Shout out to all the athletes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Word.
Yeah.
I think it's dope that as humanity we came together to make sure that there's a game that shines light on all the people. You know what I'm saying?
Because I absolutely agree that nobody feels left out and everybody can be celebrated. You know what I mean? Everybody has something to strive for.
Yeah.
Everybody has that goal to strive for. No matter what end of the spectrums you are in life, you know, whatever that may be to you, somebody has something to strive for. You know what I mean? And
for sure.
I saw, you know, a commercial where it was one of those motivation commercials where it was the wheelchair basketball.
Yeah.
And then it was a kid practicing like, oh, one of my dreams one day. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, I like that. Shout out to that. You know
That's
what I
dope,
mean?
man. That shit is definitely a tearjerker when I see shit like that.
I got one more topic on sports. Did you hear what Jaylen Brown and Jason Kidd are doing?
Jaylen Brown and Jason Kidd?
Yes.
Talk about it.
So they teamed up to start the Exchange nonprofit.
The Exchange?
It's called Exchange. It's called Exchange nonprofit. So what they want to do is they want to start funding and bigging up the minority businesses in local communities and everything, and their goal is to bridge the wealth gap that's going on right now and in a real grassroots style and organization. I just wanted to shout that out because shout out Jaylen Brown, man, because he's always been up and up. He's always been he's one of my favorite players in the league, and you know he one of the biggest contract in NBA history, and I think it really went to the right person. You know what I mean? Somebody who deserves everything that comes with the star power of getting that money. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, for sure.
You know the Finals MVP. I just wanted to shout out Jaylen Brown really quick, and I'm excited to see the growth of the nonprofit and everything that comes up about that, and all the people who are affected positively from it.
Nah, yeah, man.
In the future,
I look at sports, man. It's dope. It's so beautiful. You really see like all these amazing, top tier athletes and like what they're doing with their money. You got people like Kyrie that's such a philanthropist, you know what I'm saying? Or even just beyond that, I love seeing the fatherhood that's being exemplified like nowadays. Like it's so dope to really see like Carmelo's next to Kiyan Anthony, his son, at the Olympics, next to Sha'Carri Richardson, next to Jimmy Kimmel. I'm like, yo, this fucking silent is dope. But beyond all that, it's like, yo, that's so dope to see like Melo's making sure he got his son with him, you know what I'm saying? You got LeBron, the guy literally Bronny on the fucking Lakers. Like it's real dope. You got Gilbert Arenas, his son is one of the top athletes coming out. It's real dope to see like how much attention is being paid to these athletes who are being great dads and have led their kids into the same field. And it's like, yo, these kids are succeeding, and it's really dope to see the passing of the torch. Because obviously, like, you know, it's a thing where the superstar athlete's son is gonna probably be in the NBA, but like we've grown to see like literally LeBron be 18 now, his kid's 19 in the league, and Kiyan Anthony and Gilbert Arenas. Like it's real dope to see that shit, because it's like we're coming into a generation now. I feel like we have more NBA babies going into the league than ever before.
Yo, it's crazy.
Like,
it's
or
crazy.
maybe it's just because we're old enough that we saw the transgression. Like we've seen these athletes get turned into 35, 40-year-olds. But man, shout out to the NBA. I love what they're doing. The example that they're setting a lot of these athletes, man.
I 100% agree. I 100% agree.
It's real dope. That shit is inspiring for real. I be watching that shit. I'm like, yo, that's exactly what I would be doing. Like, fuck that. I'm at the Olympics for my son, courtside. Like, I'm Carmelo. Of course I am. Fuck you talking about? Like, you know what I'm saying? Why
wouldn't
I
tell me
be?
anything?
Yeah. Shout out to Kevin Durant. My son KD finally got a haircut. Did you see that shit?
Yeah, I knew it was
My
over.
son, yo, bro, I seen him get a
over.
haircut. So
Oh, he cared about his line? Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
over.
yeah. Once I seen KD,
KD
haircut, I said, oh shit, it's over.
Shout out KD's haircut.
Bro, I've never seen Kevin Durant. I've never seen Kevin Durant with a haircut, gang.
Me neither.
Ever in my life.
Me neither.
When I see that motherfucker on the podium talking on the microphone with a haircut, I said, this shit is crazy. I said, KD finally got a cut, son. Finally got a cut. But yeah, man.
So, in other news, we talked about sports a lot.
Yeah.
Did you see what's going on with Dame Dash?
I seen that his equity in Rockefeller is being auctioned off by the feds.
Yeah.
Sound like he owes some money.
Yeah. Yeah. So apparently, he owes some money. So his 33% of shares in Rockefeller is going to be auctioned off. I don't remember the date's coming up or whatever, but it's crazy to see. And allegedly, I don't know how this came to be, but Jay-Z's attorneys are saying that whoever wins the auction only has until like 2032 or whatever to have the rights for certain things, and it goes back to Jay-Z.
Yeah. Well, that's how I learned that is how it goes. A lot of these like record companies, they don't sign. A lot of artists understood that signing in perpetuity was like a thing of like the 70s and 80s, perpetuity being like forever and ever and ever and ever. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, like Prince was one of the first artists to like shine a light.
Yes, he was.
Yo, this word right here is fucking us all over.
Yep.
And because of that, you know, Prince changed his name, all that other good shit.
Literally.
And it literally has to do with that because these
I want
artists
to do a whole episode breaking that down.
Yo, bro, all the artists was getting fucked over, so it's a lot of that has to do with so these record companies, they buy your rights. Usually it's like a 20 to 30 year
like
deal.
a contract, like
yeah, it's like 20 to 30 years where they can even hold that, and then you have the opportunity to buy yourself out these contracts. That's what a lot of people have done. Like LL Cool J was just talking about that. Like he's owned his rights for the last like 20 years, but that's because he's been in the fucking game for 40 years. So literally since the 80s. So that makes sense why Dame Dash is probably gonna not have. You know, he's gonna have the opportunity to probably buy himself back into the rights of this shit, but not if it's getting auctioned off. So I've definitely heard how that could be a little tricky. You know, you only own the rights for 20, 30 years, and then it's getting you have to renew the contract. Or, you know, it's weird because I'm not a record executive, but
and then whoever buys the rights will only own whatever Jay-Z's attorneys was talking about for the next 10 years or so. Mm-hmm. You know, until it goes back to Jay. So.
Insane, man. Fucking insane.
Yeah. Hey. It's crazy how we've seen the development, and you know we've seen the star power of a lot of people, and everyone knows that Dame and Jay-Z had a falling out. You know, we see the star power of people. We've seen how they've gone from up here, well, you know, and then, you know, Dame Dash has still been doing a lot of things, and I don't even know necessarily what happened in the situation, but it's an unfortunate situation all around.
Yeah, nah,
you know
for sure. I mean, truth be told, the only thing that really happened was Dame Dash was way too like in the streets at the time. Like he was way too still in like street ways, where like Jay-Z was like, nah, I'm trying to go as like legit as possible. And they just like that alone just started creating like separation, you know, because Dame Dash was definitely still like he was still good as far as business wise, but his ties into being a street dude just like was too much for Jay. And Jay was like, yo, I'm cool, like y'all doing that, I'm gonna go do this and turn this into Def Jam, then turn that into Rock Nation. Like he got the fuck up out of Rockefeller as fast as he could, because he just seen shit was going a little sideways. Like, because people don't know, like shit, Rockefeller was founded on drug money. Like it's no secret. He talks about it all through his first album. Like it's all drug money. So like Jay-Z saw the Ricos coming and all that shit and was like, yo, I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? And luckily for Dame Dash also saw that shit eventually and was like, all right, yeah, let's tighten this shit up. Like these motherfuckers not trying to see us balling out, popping champagne on Escalades and shit. Like they're not trying to see all that. So like we need to tone this down and turn it into as legit as possible. And he turned into movies and a bunch of other good shit. But his legacy is nothing to be frowned upon. Like Dame Dash for sure is he's one of them ones. You know, and for him, he has 2 classic movies. Little do people know. Like when you really think about it, like that's saying something, bro. For a dude from the streets that was in music to have 2 classic movies, you know what I'm saying?
Dame Dash is really
between Paper Soldiers and Paid in Full.
Dame Dash, It's a great teaching tape. Needs to be studied.
Matter of fact, Paper Soldiers is probably the underrated classic because really, State Property,
State
Property,
Property.
Paid in Full. Those are the two classics.
State Property 2
Paper
is my
Soldiers
joint.
is really that shit though. You know what I'm saying?
I've never
But-
seen Paper Soldiers.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have, bro. There's no way you haven't seen Paper Soldiers, bro.
Never.
You've never seen Paper Soldiers with Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart's first movie.
No,
You've never seen.
never.
You're stressing me out right
First movie I seen Kevin Hart in was Soul Plane.
now. You've never seen Paper Soldiers.
Never.
Paper Soldiers is literally based on Jordan Gamble's pops, bro. What are you talking about? You've never seen Paper Soldiers? Ma, please tell me you've seen Paper Soldiers. Yo, what are y'all talking about? Yo, go home and watch Paper Soldiers, bro. What the fuck? Bro, Paper Soldiers is a movie based on literally these, it was the James Bond gang, which is literally Jordan's pops. Jordan,
I know.
shout out to my boy Huey, all of that. Like,
Yeah, I know who the James Bond again.
Yeah, the James-
They lived in the cul-de-sac behind my crib.
exactly.
Literally right there.
Literally, they lived there, and they lived literally behind Martin's house. Like,
Yeah, they
that's
were
what
there.
made Paper Soldiers so dope to me is because it's literally so close to home. Like the whole movie is based on this crime ring of.
They used to
They used to break into houses and rob famous and rich people, and literally they were called James Bond gang because they used to ride around in cars that had license plates that flipped.
Yeah,
they had
the
literally
oil
gadgets.
slick. They had
They had oil slicks and shit, like
Yo, they was
crazy
dead.
shit. Like right.
They was dead.
They was doing
MacGyver
James
and
Bond shit.
everything.
Yeah, right. MacGyver shit. Like, bro, that shit is crazy. They had stash spots and shit. Like the mechanics got indicted for creating the stash spots inside of cars.
Right.
Like they had radios that could literally come out. You could put guns and money and
they was
all types of shit in there, bro.
My
That was a
my
real
pops
thing.
used to hang out with them.
Of course he did. They
My
were
pops
from our
used to hang out,
town.
yeah. My
Like
pops used to hang
that's why
out
I'm
with
like,
them.
what? You never heard of this? And Paper Soldiers is based on them. Like you
never
watch
seen-
them.
I never seen the movie.
If you watch the movie though, the movie shot all through East Orange, Englewood. Like it's all through Jersey. It's dope, and they reference it. They literally shot like a big scene at Bergen County Courthouse. Like it's New Jersey. So it's like you're bugging. How have you not seen that shit,
I've
bro?
never seen
And
it.
it's not only funny, but it's dope. Like it's insightful.
I'm gonna do my Googles on that. My
All the
homeworks on it.
Dame Dash is in it. Jay-Z's in it. Like what?
I'm gonna do my homework on that. I'm
Yo,
gonna check it
please
out.
go
Right,
watch
right.
that, bro. It's worth it. If Amazon trying to charge you $5.99 to watch it, bro, pay the $5.99. Because it's not only funny, it's dope. Like it's like oh shit, like, it's a time. It's a regular time.
Nah, I'm gonna tap in. I'm gonna definitely tap in.
Please, bro. You won't regret it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Paper Soldiers, bro. And it's funny because they literally bought the rights to the story from Jordan's dad when he was in jail. So they bought that and then they obviously spun it. It's supposed to be based on a true story, but it's spun into to be comedic. But
I mean, they take realistic elements.
yeah, they take the realistic.
and-
And one of the main points in that is realistic element is that they robbed Jay-Z's house in that movie. You know what I'm saying? And that was something the James Bond gang was one of the more notorious robberies was Jay-Z's house. That's how I knew, like, oh, it's like, because Jordan had told me when we was kids, like, yeah, they actually, like, that was they paid my pop, they paid him a couple $1,000. It was like $7,000 or some shit for the story. Like, just tell him the exact story of how shit went down, but they just use that as inspiration towards, like, how they're going to show these robberies.
and
stuff.
you got to add your Hollywood twist to it.
Yeah, exactly. And you got to make it funny. But, Paper Soldiers is one of the ones.
Say no more. Speaking of Hollywood,
Yeah.
I wanted to touch upon a very sad situation. Have you seen Amanda Bynes at all?
What happened to that man? Oh, God. What happened to that man about it?
And apparently she's going by this other name or whatever. But man, it's just a sad sight to see, bro. Like we need to really study what's going on with our child actors and young people that are put in the limelight so early. Because if you look at a lot of them, bro, a lot of them to this day, bro, shot out.
Yeah.
It's very unfortunate. It's very, very, very unfortunate. You feel me? Amanda Bynes, Lindsay Lohan,
Orlando Brown, Raven
yeah.
Simone.
So Raven Simone, not so much.
No, she was fried for a couple. She came back.
Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah.
You feel me? What's you gotta realize Hollywood is probably the only place where your Hollywood is the only place where your coworker could be a child. Think about it. Any other set, that's the only setting where you can be a peer with a child.
Yeah, you're
And
right.
they're in adult situations.
Shit, they might be getting paid more than you.
That's the only.
They're probably getting
Yeah,
paid more than you.
And that's probably the only setting in which you can
Never
be a
thought about
peer
that.
with a child because child labor laws and everything. You're not every other child adult relationship is more of authoritative figure. That's the only time where you could be equals with a child. And not only that, Hollywood is so powerful, and now you know, there's supposed to be laws to protect children and everything. But now, let's say you're the parent of you know, a Hollywood star or trying to be a star. Now it's such a competitive field. Now you're caught between the crossfires. You don't want to do anything that's going to jeopardize your child's chance. And now, you know, once the Hollywood execs look like, oh no, their parents are difficult to work with, now you blackballed your child. Now you're the reason why your child didn't reach their dreams. Or in other situations, your child is paying the bills at a house.
Yeah.
In a lot of situations, you've seen a lot of conservationships in situations like that. You see a lot of children getting emancipated at some point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, you know, when money's involved, power's involved, power dynamics. We really, it's really crazy what goes on with our child stars, and you see them grow up as adults, and you know, in that limelight and the stuff that they've seen as a child and been exposed to as a child, and you see them today, and it's like, wow, man, it's really crazy.
Yeah, it's definitely not normal, you know.
Yo, it's really like all like
not
Aaron
normal
Carter,
that
R.I.P.
Yeah,
you feel me?
Aaron Carter, Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? When you
Yeah,
think about
bro,
these people that
I'm telling you.
are stars as kids, they're never normal.
They're never normal. They never live a normal lifestyle. They never like Justin Bieber, but Justin Bieber, I ain't. You feel me? But like,
nah, he's burnt out too.
But I'm talking about if we're comparing all the ones we named, he's normal. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's as normal as it gets. But you're right though. It's fucked up because you know it's a gift and a curse, man. Just like anything, life's balances. Like, yeah, listen, we're gonna give you all this money, fame, and fortune that the whole world thinks they want, but here's what's gonna come with it, man. You know, it's gonna come with a lot of pressure, a lot of stress, a lot of potential drug abuse, a lot of potential, you know, sexual abuse. Unfortunately, a lot of things do happen, and it turns into, you know.
That's what I'm saying. Like I seen bro, that Nick documentary, bro. That was
I still never watched that. I tend not to watch any of that.
Yo, that was crazy. Yo, that was
I never watched the Michael Jackson documentary. I think I got through the first like 20 minutes.
That was crazy.
I survived in R. Kelly. I got through the first like episode or two, and that was by force. That was because the people I remember I was in LA and the people I was staying with. They was making me. Ironically, I was Jordan. Shout out to Jordan. I was just on the phone with that nigga last night for the first time in like 4 years. But yeah. But yeah.
JG, shout out JG. But,
wait, Amanda Bynes though. But what actually happened?
She's going by like Midge Grange.
Oh,
she looks, bro. It's sad. Like it's really sad. Like if you look at you can do your Googles and it's this sad sight. You feel me?
Damn.
It's really it's like I said. We need to do some studies. What's going on and
I mean, I think it's pretty simple. It's not normal to be rich and famous as a kid, specifically the famous part. I don't think the riches is that big. I mean, no, like you said, the riches do matter though, because like you said, it's the only place where you're gonna be able to be a peer with an adult as a child, and
that's the only place
seen as an equal, or you could be the one calling the shots because you're the star of the show.
That's what I'm saying. But it's not only wealth, because in a lot of situations, children who are wealthy, you know, trust fund babies. Mm-hmm. It's their parents with the wealth. Now the kids are the ones with the power.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's a power dynamic, and like I said, the double-edged sword is you being a parent. I want my child to get all the opportunities, but I want to protect them at the same time. You got to protect or opportunities. You know, like sometimes you might meet a crossroads.
And it's kind of crazy though, because as a child, like children don't. Especially like when you think about like Mary Kay and Ashley, like they were literally on Full House since they were months old.
Yeah, which is really crazy, and such because of child labor laws, they had to switch off. They can only work a certain amount of certain amount of hours a day.
Yeah,
which is really crazy to think about. Yeah, like literally as a little child.
That's insane, man.
And child actors is
listen, man, God bless them, because we need them at the end of the day, you know.
Yeah, man, but like the stuff that we don't see. And you know the fallout effects that we see now, we see it's evident when a lot of child, like I said, R.I.P. Aaron Carter. You feel me?
Damn,
he was another one.
Damn.
Yeah, man. It's definitely an unnatural situation. Power dynamics. You know, and a lot of times their innocence gets taken at so young. They're exposed to so much stuff that they shouldn't be exposed to.
Bro, like as a fucking child,
You know, while you're still developing.
The trauma you experience is simple shit like being picked last at gym class. Like the drama they experience is being fired. Like what? What do you mean? I like that's it.
I don't
like,
work no more. Like,
right? I don't right. Like what you mean? Like or even simple shit like oh you're not going to school and experiencing any of that anymore. Like this is what you're gonna
gotta homeschool.
Yeah, you got to go homeschool in this trailer for 4 hours and then go out the trailer and start acting, get on stage and get busy. Like it's a very wild upbringing.
And you around all you're around all these parties and these execs and
I think one of the craziest things I ever heard was like I remember when I was watching Michael Jackson's 60 Minutes his interview, and they were talking to him about the fact that he never went grocery shopping in his life.
Oh, he couldn't.
And the only way he got that experience is by he rented out an entire grocery store, hired an entire fucking staff of actors to pretend to be regular grocery store workers, and like just customers.
Yeah.
And everybody just had to act normal. And that's how fucking wild his life was.
Because
he had to pay people to get that experience just so he can feel human in his 40s.
To go to the grocery store.
It's like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like, you can't even wrap your head around
You can't even
that.
think about that.
Like, what the fuck does that mean?
Like
what do you mean you had to hire people to go to a grocery store just to go grocery shopping? Like, what?
Oh, yeah. I just see Michael Jackson in Whole Foods.
It was a production just for him to feel normal.
Just to feel normal.
Which has to feel as unnormal as fucking
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, so imagine that.
God bless him.
Yeah, man. Yo, it could be a double-edged sword.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? And not all people, everybody can handle it. But and then not only that aspect. It's let's say you've been a star your whole life. Now you're starting to come out the limelight.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother.
Yeah.
Or
now niggas see you working at the supermarket. They're like, what the fuck?
You start coming out the limelight. You used to all the cameras and stuff, and now they're talking negative about you. You haven't done anything in a while. Or not only that, you damn, I lost my whole train of thought.
Yeah, no, it's what you just said there. You lose that limelight and the downfall from being the star. You know, we see it in so many different careers. You see it everywhere where it's like that effect of being the star child, being the motherfucking chosen one, and the downfall, it hits harder. You know what I'm saying? It hits way different when, you were that guy and now you're nobody.
And then it's crazy because everybody you think was around you for the right reasons, now they don't treat you the same because you don't have the same star power. They don't want to be around you like they used to be.
Yeah, and here comes the heartache that comes with that, and you won't be normal. It's a different level.
That's a whole nother dynamic that's thrown into the fire, which causes the development in which they develop. But I didn't know if you seen Amanda Bynes, but I'm like, yo, bro, honestly, they need to leave that woman alone, bro. Yeah, please leave her alone. Yeah, please let her do whatever she wants to do.
I gotta do my research on what's going on.
Yeah, man. And Amanda Bynes' story is crazy, actually. Like, she as far as a little bit of documentary, that documentary, she Dan Snyder saw her at like open mic night or whatever.
Yeah. I remember you had told me about that.
Yeah, she had star power since a youngin', real youngin'. But life happens. Or I remember my train of thought. Or let's say you're in a little kid role. Now you're getting older. Now you start doing more adult stuff. Yeah. People still see you as the kid. Yeah. You know what I mean? Now you're trying to reinvent yourself because I'm not that 12-year-old that I was before.
I'm gonna be fucking me up by like Zendaya. Like, when I see Zendaya, I'll be thinking about her as a kid. That's an adult now.
That's
she's been an adult for a long time.
That's what I'm saying. Like Selena Gomez or whatever. Transitioning.
Another one, right?
It's about now you have to reinvent yourself because you were that little adorable kid that everybody knew. Or Justin Bieber or music or whatever. Yeah. You know what I mean? Hey, you the baby. Now you want to start doing more adult stuff. Now you want to do your own stuff. So now you have to reinvent yourself, make a whole new career. Like, it's a lot that goes into all of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was watching Bad Boys 4 and I seen Vanessa Hudgens in that shit. And I was like, whoa. Like, she's like a cop in that shit. I'm like, no. I know you. Yeah, you're from High School Musical. Get the fuck out of here.
But that's what I'm saying. That's star potential as a child. There's so many factors that go into it, transitioning as an adult, and I feel like all that factors in to a lot of them being shot out. So
yeah, man,
God, very unfortunate. With that being said, I think this is a great episode.
Yeah, I just thought about it. We definitely got to run up out of here. We started a little late, we ended a little late, but listen, man, we appreciate everybody that's been tuned in. Listen, Next week, we got y'all way better episode on the way. I came in here fried. Like, when I tell you I came in here off 3 hours of sleep, not even for real, like 2.5 hours of sleep. Listen.
Yo, listen, this has been the Free Junk Podcast. You feel me? Like, subscribe, follow,
Share.
comment, share.
Mm-hmm. Tell a
You
friend
hate
to tell a
us,
friend.
You love us. We love it. Either way.
right.
Either way.
Good comment, bad comment, you know what I'm saying? Leave a review. Appreciate y'all. We're going to be back here next week with some more topics, you know. Shout out to all the
And
Olympic
if you-
athletes. Shout out
listen.
to all the gold medalist countries and all that, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Y'all go crazy. Keep running it up.
And if you listen to this on Spotify, please make sure to give us 5 stars and give us a nice review. Feel me? We
yeah,
need
give
that.
us a nice little like, you know what I'm saying, so we can get in them playlists. So appreciate
Thank you,
y'all.
guys. We out of here.
Tune in next week. The Free Gems Podcast. We gone. God damn.